I thought I was doing all right. I was taking care of myself and my dog. But I guess all of a sudden I kind of got sick and didn't even really know it. And my son was there for a visit, and they were supposed to go home. He said, "We're not going to leave her like this, you know." The doctor thought when I came here that I would die, and they sent for my 3 sons. But I didn't die. I fooled them. And so then Betty started to come, and she's such a treasure. And I just don't want to stop.
Betty is someone you can ask a question and you get talking and you forget what the initial question was because it can just go in so many different directions.
She loves heavy metal. I feel like I should just put that out there.
Put that out there.
She has that creativity and that uniqueness to herself that goes beyond the BAYADA Way.
She brings excitement, she brings laughter, humor.
Being in LNA is a second career for Betty. She was postmaster across the street. We probably first met Betty by going in and out of the post office.
I always enjoyed going because I knew I would see Betty, who was just always really pleasant and friendly.
Hi, Dan.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
I still know them all. Ring the cowbell.
She told me one day she was retiring and I was really sad. I'm like, oh. One day she walked through the door here and we were really happy to see her. I didn't really know why she was walking through the door. Then I'm like, oh, Betty. And she was here to apply for a job. I do remember Betty coming to us about her friend who was going through a hard time and needed help.
We admitted Don's partner to our hospice services. I was his case manager. Don had requested Betty and knew that she didn't want anyone else to take care of her partner other than Betty.
I know Betty thinks the world of her.
She probably really has been my rock. I just love her to pieces. Yeah, she's my BFF, you know.
I've known Betty for a long time, and we've had a lot of great times together, and you've mentored me. But I think what really sticks with me is when you were John's caregiver.
I met Betty 10 years ago. I worked for the Postal Service. I learned everything I know from her. She's great. We call her Betty by the book. And we've just had a lot of great memories.
And then the one that my domestic partner died of pancreatic cancer in June of 2017. And Betty was his caregiver. And she was amazing. I mean, she was there at the end, just a few hours before he died, and I could hear her in there. She was in there talking to him, and I thought, it's just such a gift to be able to give that to somebody that's gonna pass. Just that little bit of normal. She gave us so much peace and comfort when she was there.
And I think without having her there, it just would have been really frightening. So I know John was really happy to have her there. And even though he couldn't voice that at the very end, I know that was important to him. It's such a private moment. I'm glad it was with someone that I knew. There was so much dignity and respect for somebody that was dying. I think the biggest part was she made me realize how much a part of dying is part of the living process, so to speak. It's something we're all going to go through. It's just the way that we process it and the way we handle it.
We don't have to be afraid to die. We don't have to die alone, and we don't have to die in pain. But if we don't live, then we die never learning how to live.
It's nice to know that there's people like Betty in this world, people that everyone needs. I'm just so glad I can be her friend, knowing that she's going to take that gift and share it with so many people.
If I've learned anything from Betty, it is that I think I've found out that you can be upbeat in spite of negative circumstances, but I think her mental outlook is a large part of it, that she is not going to be defeated.
I'm just so happy for her. We all work hard. But that she's getting recognized for it is just, it's a gift.
Quite often, life doesn't come with promises, and we need to learn to adjust ourselves and adjust our thinking and really be grateful for every moment that we have and maintain a positivity about it, because if we live well, then we can die well.